This is a video solution to this question, which is from the Edexcel mock set 3 paper 1. It's question 20. This is a non-calculated question. It's from paper 1. So that's something that really makes this question tricky. If you want to pause the video and give this question a go ahead, and then I'll go through the full solution. Right. So as I said, it's a non-calculated question. It's from a paper 1, which makes this right angle trigonometry, which is what we're going to need to do, pretty hard. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down my trig equation. So sine theta is the opposite over the hypotenuse. Cos theta is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And tan theta is the opposite divide the adjacent. And I really like this question because it's going to use all 3 of these trig functions. So I've got 3 right angle triangles that we need to work through in sequence. The first one I'm going to call triangle A, and then the second one I'll call triangle B. And the third one we'll call triangle C. So let's work through these in sequence and get there slowly but surely. So triangle A, we've got the angle of 30 degrees and the opposite side is y. The hypotenuse is what we want because I'm going to use the hypotenuse in triangle B. So I need to find an expression for the hypotenuse, and I'm going to call it A. Right, I've got the opposite on the hypotenuse, so for this one I'm going to use sine theta is the opposite divide the hypotenuse. So I've got sine 30 is y over A. Therefore, let's work out sine 30. Sine 30 is a half, is y over A. So I've got an expression for A. If I cross multiply, we get A equals 2y. Okay, moving over here then. So let's look at triangle B. So I'm going to reorient B. I've now got the adjacent side for this one. So I've got 30-degree angle at the top. The side that it has in common with triangle A, I now know that's 2y. And again, for the next part of this question, for triangle C, I need the hypotenuse of this triangle. So let's call that hypotenuse B. Okay, same drill. So this time, because I've got the adjacent and the hypotenuse, I've got cos 30 is 2y over B. Cos 30 is root 3 divide 2. So that's equal to 2y over B. And then again, if I cross multiply, I get b root 3 equals 4y. So b is 4y over root 3. And let's rationalize that. Multiply top and bottom by root 3. We get 4 root 3y over 3. And last but not least, we're now going to the final triangle, triangle C. So I'm looking to find n in terms of y. So n's the adjacent side. Oh no, it's not. It's the opposite side of this triangle. And the adjacent side, what we just worked out, is 4 root 3y over 3. Okay, so we're nearly there. This one we use the third and final function. We're going to use tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. So tan 30 is equal to 4 root 3y. Oh no, made a mess of that. The opposite side is n. The adjacent side was 4 root 3. 4 root 3y, all divided by 3. Okay. Our knowledge of exact trig values tells us that tan 30 is root 3 over 3, and that's equal to n. Well, actually, if on the right-hand side, if I multiply top and bottom through by 3, I get 3n over 4 root 3y. Okay. If I times both sides, well, let's cross multiply there, running out of space quite quickly. If we cross multiply, we get 4 root 3y times root 3 on the left, so that becomes 4 times 3, which is 12y, and on the right hand side we get 9n. Okay, divide through by 12, we get y equals 9 twelfths n, which is 3/4 n as required. Tricky question, lots to it, but really nice because we have to use all 3 trig functions.